Greetings, one and alls. I go by the name of Dan Dada, and we're out here on earGROUND. We're chilling with the worldwide renowned Papa Michigan. Papa Michigan, I'm so glad to see you, and it's such an honor to be with you today. The first thing I would like to ask, we spoke a little bit about legacy and about leaving a mark that goes around the world. Um, could you please just elaborate a bit to us how much that does how much it means to you? I know you said that when you began it was everything that flowed natural. I would just like for the listeners that are watching us visually to understand where you stand on that.
Music. Well, when we started out, it was just making music, not contemplating on the future because I was just a kid. Now that it has evolved, I realize that walking the line straight and doing good music has its reward. And this is its reward. 43 years later, the same songs that I've been singing from a child is now relevant.
And those songs are so amazing, so amazing. If I could ask, a lot of people well, not a lot of people, but certain artists, they have different motivations beyond their songs. Some people are motivated by different things. What motivated?
Can I ask a question? Because my fans are saying they're watching on Facebook and it's not live. Can you check that out, please?
One second, sir. Let me have a look at that.
It's not live.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay, I'm asking a question. Let's see. Our host is in Germany right now, so a little bit of a delay between him and I.
Not a problem. Just want to make sure that everyone is watching because we have people watching from all over the world: Mexico, Colombia, Chile, and most of them are watching on Facebook. I know that it's on YouTube also, but many
Yes.
people are watching, and so we just want to make sure that they are listening to you, Dan Dada, and
No, 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 not me. To listening to you, Papa Michigan. I'm just the guy. um, my co-host, he says that we're live on Facebook and we're live on YouTube. If it's possible, could you have somebody check?
yes, I have I have two Facebook in front of me right now,
Okay,
and all I'm seeing is just the advert.
it's not there.
No, it's not there. So
Okay, I'm letting him know. Yeah, technology it has these little hiccups. Apologies.
and I have a lot of people messaging me right now. So, but it's good. We just want to make sure that we have everybody that wants to hear what is happening can hear. It
No,
will be a disadvantage to them.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, just judging off of our interview yesterday, there was so much knowledge that you gave us. They can't skip out on it today. That's impossible. Um, if in the chats, I see that Plot has given us a link. Um, I don't know how I could forward it to you.
I have that link. It's on your
Oh, you
page.
oh you have it. Okay, okay.
It's on your page. I put it on my page.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Share it.
But
I already share it. I already share that link. You know.
yeah.
So try get it together because I have a lot of people tuning in right now to watch it, and I'm watching it. Let me show you. It's right in front of me. Can you see? It's what it's saying right now.
I see. I see. It's just stuck on the advert right now.
That's
Yes.
all it's saying.
Okay. All right. One second. Let me just excuse me 1 second. I'm gonna just step away.
No problem. Big up Mexico. Definitely earGROUND. Big respect.
Greetings, sir. Has the issue been revolved? Resolved? Sorry. Okay, we're sending a link to your WhatsApp. Because I see that it's just running the same loop for you.
This is on YouTube. This is on Facebook. This has nothing to do with this is on your page. That's your page, you know. Okay, I'm seeing it now.
Because I got you.
It's up now.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess we'll start off, sir, and we'll start off from question number one, music and the meaning of music for you and why you started music.
Uh, Comes natural. I realize that your gift is something that is natural. Everybody has this gift, and when you do what comes natural, you'll never work a day in your life. So don't do what doesn't come natural. Do what comes natural. If you're a good footballer, play football. If you're a good chef, you play chef. Don't be a good chef and want to play football if you can't play football. It's going to be hard. So music came natural. I was playing soccer. It came natural also. So I was multi-talented while in school. But the music got the better of me, got the better part of me. So I just deal with music. I guess he'll be back pretty soon. Okay, you're back.
Good day, sir. Apologies. There's just so much going on. I have no idea what's happening, but we'll just fight through it. We'll fight through it. Now, my first question was to start off with music and what started you in music? What called you to the career of music?
From I was a child, music been knocking on my door every day. And I was just messing around, messing around. It comes natural. And one day I was at an annual camp. This is like a cadet, an army cadet, and a friend of mine went on a sound system by the name of Jack Ruby, and he was talking and he was doing his thing, and we were all cheering him on. And then I said to myself, "But I can do that. I mean, I can do it." And from that day, I pursue music as a career.
And I think like beyond I can do it, I can do better than that because you pioneered sounds that became should I say the hallmark of what it means to do dancehall, the beginnings of hip hop. You started so much. You started so much. Were these things that were in your mind when you began? I know, like you said, it was just to say, "Look, I can do it." But when you finally could do it, was this something in your mind?
I don't think Pele thought about it. I think Pele as a soccer player would just juggle the ball, and what comes natural just comes natural. And then people might be saying, yo, you know, you are more than the average. Same thing. It just comes natural, talking fast, sing Jane, doing all kind of stuff, just experimenting. And it all came natural, and that's what happened. All natural, organic.
That is amazing. Like, I mean, like I'm a career hip hop artist, right? And then I went and recently I've just been I listened to your songs as a young man. I won't lie, but as an artist now, it hits different. And I was listening to it, and I'm listening to how you toasting with it. I'm like, look, I can try and do something like that. Your tongue is very flexible. I gotta say, it's you've got another way of pronunciating diction. You have it's a skill beyond itself. Is this something that a lot of people would look at it and be like, oh well, it's practice. If I had to practice it, I could do the same. Could you elaborate how that skill came about?
You know, one day I was on stage performing, and when I came off, one of my dancers said to me, she's gonna tell one of her artists that is the way he must move on the stage. And then a friend of mine said, Michigan, you don't understand how many years experience you have. You make it look easy, but it is not easy. Let me tell you, certain things just come easy because when it is a gift, it comes easy. And you just can't explain it because it is simple to you, but it is hard to somebody else. And sometimes I ask, and I always challenge myself. If I hear a hip hop song, I might try to do it. If I hear a dancehall song, I might try that style, Shut a left, they go, not every man, I collect some, you try to imitate all of that, and guess what? Then when you imitate all of these stuff, then it becomes another thing. So I guess what? Because it comes natural, and I always try different stuff, different things always come to me. You see what happened? A lot of people don't understand that your gift, there's a wealth of it. And the more you go and take out, is the more there is inside of there. It's like an idea. There's so much idea that you just have to keep using these ideas because there's so much. There's billions of ideas. But if you don't know that there's billions, you might think there's only one. But there's many, 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 many. The more you go in, the more there is. So that's it. That's with your gift.
That is so true. And this is something that I see when I deal with a lot of artists. Artistry in 2021 has become synonymous with competition. I think it's not so much about perfecting your style, but more with beating the competition. And okay, yes, there's a plus to that, but there's also a negative to that because you're not focusing on who you are and where you come from.
I don't
I would.
compete.
That's what I wanted to hear. Yes, sir. Yes,
No,
sir. I want to hear your take on that.
no. I don't compete. I'm a creator. So there's no hurry to create to create things. You take your time and then you do it. And then you give it to the world. It's my creation. It's Tesla giving you this. It is iPhone giving you this. This is Android giving you this. So it's a creation. So with music, I create all of these stuff. Some people might like it, some might not like it. But guess what? It's my creation. And when I create it, I am good with it. I don't care if somebody said, Michi, I don't like it. Well, it is already created. But I still take ideas from people. Because even the fool, as it say, or even the fool can teach you in that way. So I still take ideas and I remain a student, not a professor. I remain a student. So when I remain a student, I will always get stuff and I will always learn. It's just like the ocean that remains there, receiving, and all the tributaries and all the streams come down, and the ocean humble itself, and they all come in and pour in, and we learn. That's how I do things.
That's very true. That's very true. And I think That's something that we miss a lot in this industry right now, is the being a humble man, being humble in what you're doing, because as you said, your gift is it comes from God, it comes from Jah, it comes from whoever you believe is the higher power. It's very hard to be bragging about something that doesn't come to you. I'd like to talk a little bit about your creation technique or process. What type of process do you go through when you create?
Everything. There's no there's no rules. There's no law. As I say, it's like playing a soccer match. If you go there and rain is falling, you just have to play. If snow is falling, you just have to play. If the goalkeeper is out and they say, Michi, go in the goal, I'll go and keep. There's no law in making these songs. Anything goes, because guess what? You don't want your this song to sound like that song and that song to sound like that song. Then you're not creating. So anything goes. So if there's a beat that is very fast, you try to find out something that can go with that. So there's no specific way of creating things. When it comes, we just utilize our intellect and just do something.
Very true, very true. You have to be mentally and physically agile as an artist. I say physically because sometimes it be raining on stage too, and you got to do some backflips just to keep things moving. So
Yes.
I
Yes.
love what you're saying right there. I want to talk a little bit about the youth and reggae music at present. I mean, you're one of the originators. You've really taken the music to where it is today. Are you proud of where we are standing and where we have progressed to? Is there things that we could change? What is your take on the industry right now?
Evolution is always there. A car of 1957 won't have the same shape this time. So the music has evolved, and there's so much younger kids getting opportunity, and they can do these songs from their house. So there's no one to tell them you have to do it this way. And because of that, now it brings out their creativity. Hopefully, I would love to see some of them doing some songs that is as good morals, because some of the songs them is going in some direction that it's not supposed to be going.
Yeah.
As far as the culture music, there are some very good artists out there doing some good songs. And you know what too? There's a lot of females, and I'm glad for that, because in my time there was limited females. Now females are on the forefront, so I like that. The only part about the music that I don't like is the message that some of these artists are portraying. It's not good, but they'll learn. They'll understand.
Yeah. No, I understand you 100%. Sometimes it's a little bit coarse for our likings. But I guess it's also music is expression of self, and it's hard to tell someone how to express themselves. So I guess we have to accept what comes out because it's the expression of the artist. But I love what you were saying about there being more female artists, and you're very happy about that, which is very true. When I speak to the females, they talk about it being a male dominated industry and very difficult for them to break through. Could you perhaps let us know, perhaps a, a little bit? I mean, you're not a female, of course, so it's hard for you to relate, but a little bit of the females that have struggled in the past to come into the industry, sir.
Oh man, from the get go in reggae music. No, look at it. From my time, which female name has been, I mean, out there standing up? You might have Sister Marcia Griffiths, right?
Yeah.
Or sister, yeah, but Sister Marcia Griffiths was still singing with Barbara's the Wailers, all right? You
Yes.
might have, there's some other sisters that were there. One and two DJs, Sister Nancy, Kojak and Liza, but they weren't like these girls that is out there right now. That is, I mean, they're doing their stuff in such a good way that you can evenly mistake them for some international reggae artists, which is good, because guess what? The music has no boundaries.
No.
It has no boundaries, so nobody must say, well, you know the reggae. Listen, man. You can have jazz in reggae, you can have soca in reggae, you can have R&B in reggae, you can have hip hop. Listen, man, it is it's for the world. There's
Yes.
no boundary. So with
Yes.
the females, I'm so glad, and I'm glad where the music is going also. Because some people are saying, you know, them boy don't know the reggae. When I did diseases, mind jolly Q with diseases, I can recall a few people, I won't call their name, were saying that Michigan, that you know the dance hall. Because I mean they were Christian and they thought that it was I'm in the dance hall. But if they
Ah.
were listening to the lyrics, they would know it is prophetic and it was
Yes.
coming from the Bible because I wrote from Proverbs and I wrote from Psalms.
Wow.
But they weren't listening to the lyrics, they were listening to the beat.
Mm.
So I'm
Yes.
saying don't judge the book by the cover. So I'm glad where it is going right now.
I love what you're saying, and I think that if people had to use that attitude of judging a book by the cover, I doubt they would even read the Bible because the cover doesn't do justice for the book. So
Nope.
what you said is such an impactful word for us, and you know, right now we spoke about it earlier about the difference between reggae music and between dancehall, but that was on our audio show on the radio station. And for those that are listening right now, I'd be doing an injustice because I know that in the SADC region, Zimbabwe especially, Zimbabwe dance hall is a thing that's hotting up. It's a big thing right now. So I would just like to get your take. What is the difference between reggae and dancehall for those that may not understand?
Reggae.
And are they following the same path or yeah? What is it? What is it?
What
What
is
is
it?
reggae and dancehall?
Well, dance hall is a place that we all used to go to. That's where the sound system used to play. So when I say long time I don't DJ in a dance, it means long time I don't DJ in the dance hall. All of that. Everything was the dance, which is a place. The beach, it doesn't matter where. Backyard, it doesn't matter. Somehow, when this rhythm came out, the Punani rhythm, I think that's the Punani rhythm. Yeah. King Jammies. That particular beat came out. Somehow somebody just put it towards the dancehall and saying, this is a dancehall beat. You understand me? And then
Yes.
it changes, the name change from the dancehall to the beat. But the dancehall is originally a place. So the beat now just takes on a
Okay.
different name. And that's all to it. Following me? I guess you have a little technical difficulties here, but I guess it will be resolved. Follow on Facebook. We're live, Zimbabwe television, and we're doing an interview. And I know, speaking to we live. Big up all of my friends, Panama. We're going to Boston soon.
Good day, sir. Sorry, I was just trying to make sure my internet is working properly. I'm having minor technical difficulties. Apologies.
It's okay, man. Where the world?
I would like to get back into to some questions that are coming from our viewers in the chat on the side.
Yeah.
Paula Gibbons asks, "What are the things you did to break into the industry?"
Wow. Well, first and foremost, I must tell you something. Making a hit song, you need a hit rhythm. You need
Yes,
a beat that people are gonna dance to. You need melody. You need the right type of melody. You need to make it simple also, that even the children can sing a song. If the children can sing a song, you don't have a hit song. So before I go to the studio, I would sing these songs to my friends and I would sing them in the dance hall. So then I will get the reaction. And from that reaction, then I know I can go and make the song. So you need that to break into the industry. You really need that.
yes. Have you? I mean, I hear what you're saying right now, and I love it so much because I was actually having a studio session. Not even 10 minutes ago, before the interview started, I was in the studio recording. And, we had one of the younger artists, he was recording, and he wasn't so confident in himself. So he was looking around the room, I guess, to see the reactions of people and stuff. And, I guess the more experienced engineers and stuff become, the more stone faced they become. The reaction, you don't see it as easily. And he was getting a little bit disheartened. Does that ever happen to you before?
All of us. All of us. Because when you're playing, you need a coach. As good as LeBron James is, he needs a coach. When you become the coach now, that's different. So you still need a reaction from the engineer and everyone to say, yeah, I like that. Sounds good. Because at the end of the day, you're only human. Can't be doing two stuff at the same time. So you need positive people around in the studio to give you positive feedback, even
Yeah.
when you know exactly what you're doing. Unless somebody say, all right, Michi, sometimes I might say, let me hear about that. And then I might say, yeah, that sounds good. But then now I'm producing myself. But when
Yeah.
you really need somebody to produce you, so you really need positive feedback.
Yes.
You do.
It's so true. I mean, a positive
Can I say,
feedback
can
can
I say
even.
something? Can I say something? Positive meaning that tell me what you don't like. Cause when I carry a song home and my family's here, I don't ask them what they like. I ask them what you don't like. Cause that's important. What you don't like about the song. If I don't like this, then we change that. But not what you like, what you don't like. So while in the studio, tell me what you don't like. And that's good.
I think that's a big secret a lot of artists missed out on. I think because when they present a song, they present it looking for what do you like, and the reaction must also encapsulate what you like. And I don't know. I feel that sometimes people are like, if you give what you don't like, it's a little bit too personal. You know what I mean?
You know what? Yeah, you know what? Some people self-esteem is so low that if you tell them what you don't like, they take it personal. But that is good. That is what made me becomes Michigan. Because I want to know what you don't like. And from there I say, okay, let me improve on that. And when I break away from the duo, I realize now that I have to be a better performer to capture the world. I can't be performing the same way I used to perform. So I didn't ask anybody what they don't like about that. I know I have to change up my performing
Yes.
skills, the art. And then I'll say to myself, I like this and I don't like that. Because sometimes there's nobody around. So you have to be your own judge and you have to be true to yourself. If you don't true to yourself, you're not going to make it. You have to be true to yourself.
And that leads me to an important question. When you judge yourself, are you harder than the usual judges, or sometimes softer?
By 1,000 miles. By a t- when I did Nice at the Dance, and this was when I was, I mean, come on, I was in school or just out school. I said Red Stripe sell off, Heineken sell off. Red Stripe is a beer and Heineken is a beer. And when I went home, I was listening with my brother Wayne. Big up Wayne in Canada now watching. Cause we have people all over the world watching us. Big up all of my fans all over the world, from especially my Latinos,
Yes, sir.
Mexico, Colombia, Chile, Panama, Costa Rica, all over. Yeah. So when I listen back and I said Red Stripe sell off, Heineken sell off, I said to myself, but that doesn't make sense because there's so much different liqueur. So I went back to Coxon. Smiley don't even know about this. I went back to Coxon. I said, Sir Coxon, we can't use that. That don't make any sense. He said, why? I said, well, you have so much different drink. Why not just say liquor sell off and just make it be liquor? And he said, okay, that's what you want. I said, but that makes sense. It's not what I want. That makes sense. So we
Yes.
just going on liquor sell off. Promoter and his agent. Instead of Red Stripe sell off, Heineken sell off. People really keep it up for laugh. I just liquor sell off. And we just, so I have to judge myself from every angle. And you
Yes.
have to really be true to yourself or you're not going to make it in life. You're not.
That is so true. A lot of people, a lot of artists, people, sometimes perhaps they're not so hard on themselves. Therefore, like you said, it doesn't take them further enough. But some people, they're also too hard on themselves, and I guess it grinds them down, and it doesn't allow for the creativity or the brilliance of this to come out. So I like that you have that middle ground. You're able to be hard on yourself, but at the same time to a certain point where it must work with what you're doing. It's not hard to rubbish everything. It's just to correct and redirect the angle, which is something people, I guess, they have to learn. They have to learn that. Um, Sorry, did I cut you off? Apologies, sir.
And I was just going to say, but it is your job, because remember, you have to have patience with yourself. And if within the time that you're doing it, if you didn't spend enough time, you can't be too hard because you need patience. And you have to love yourself too.
Yeah.
So
Now,
within all that, there's love. So you got to understand that, all right, okay, give myself some more time to do this. And also, as I told you before, there's simplicity. Is it simple
yes.
enough what I'm doing? So you have to use all of those things to make yourself better.
I had this friend I used to work with. He had worked with Brenda Fassie, which is a legend in South African music, and he had a saying. He said, whatever you make, boy, it must be Kiss. Keep it stupid, simple." And that was something that we always, we stuck by it. Keep it Kiss. It gotta be Kiss. Keep it stupid, simple. So I understand exactly what you mean. You complicate the dish, not many people are going to be able to palate it. So that makes 100% sense.
That's true. Keep it simple, stupid, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I like that. Good acronym for it. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But it's
Um,
true.
yeah, no, it works. I think that sometimes, especially as an artist, you get so caught up in your style and what you're doing that you start to make everything very complicated because in your mind, you're progressing, but the listener is not progressing like you. A listener is a listener. It's good or it's not good. It's very simple to them. So it's
Yeah.
it's it's one of those situations out there. Now, I wanted to ask just a little bit about. We spoke about dancehall music. We spoke about reggae music, and I wanted to just ask about hip hop has been so influenced by both of those genres. have they paid the respect, in your opinion, that I think they should? Because as a hip hop artist, I started off there. I bowed down to you guys. You know what I mean? It's power
Right?
out there. So
See,
have they done that?
Drake and Popcorn, that's
Boom.
respect.
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes, all of them, yeah, man. The hip hop artists really love the reggae artists, and vice versa. And we know it
Yes.
is the same people, just in a different land. So it's
Yes.
us still there doing it a different way. So
Yes.
we recognize that, and they recognize it. Straight from Cool Hertz that introduced it to them back in New York from that time. It still resonates up to now.
Yes. Yes. No, like I said, I was having a discussion with, because in South Africa, hip hop is a genre that started in 1994. That's after the apartheid regime has passed. So we missed the grassroots era of hip hop, the consciousness of hip hop. We came around when hip hop was very shiny. It was it was on the P Diddy swag and all that.
Mm.
So a lot of guys don't really know where it started. They don't really know what's behind it, and hence why I ask such questions, because for us, you guys are the originators. So whether
Came
it's
from
reggae
Jamaica.
music,
It
dance
came from
hall, hip
Jamaica.
hop,
Came from
yeah,
Jamaica.
yeah,
Yeah. Run
and
DMC, Michigan, and Smiley. It came from
same
Jamaica.
thing.
Same thing.
Yes,
Same thing. They took
yes,
it, but because they're a bigger country, it goes wider. Jamaica, we have 3 million people. America, 360 million people. So you can understand. Where you are in Zimbabwe, which is Africa, your Afrobeat is gonna be even mega compared to us. But
yes,
Bob Marley, don't forget Bob Marley, took it universal, even to Mars.
yes,
To Jupiter, you hear Bob Marley jamming.
yeah.
So, yeah.
It's on that NASA LP that they put out there for the aliens, just in case you don't know about. You know what I mean? Bob is. I mean, he met my mom in 1980, and in Zimbabwe, and that's how I got my middle name, because he made my mom promise when she has a son. So yeah,
Can I say something?
yes,
A
sir.
lady is asking, would you consider mentoring African artists? Of course.
Yeah,
I mean, listen, why have all of this inside of me and don't share it? When I share when I share me with the rest of the world, I'm giving back to the world. And I like giving back because the more I give freely, the more I give freely is the more I receive. I might not receive wealth as people might think about money, but good health is wealth. And
yes,
I'm sharing with everybody how to make it easier. I mean, come on. I've been doing that. I've been producing Luciana, George Nooks, Half Pint, Tristan Palmer, Yami Bowler, Glenn Washington, Ed Robinson, Jamaica. I've been producing so much artists on my Rashanko label. And I'm giving them what I know. I'm telling them, all right, try it this way, sing it a little softer. And I learn from them also. So I I would love to mentor African artists.
boy, sir, you have just opened a can of worms, and we all gonna jump in. I am with them right now, and I think the first question that I would ask, I remember yesterday you were talking about a lot of artists are lacking practice. They're making great songs, great melodies, but the practice for the art craft. If you had to recommend an art a practice to get the tongue as loose as yours, what would you recommend?
Well, I'm going to tell you something. To become great, you have to do different stuff. You have to. You have to be listening to different type of music. Don't just listen to hip hop. Listen everything. Learn from everybody. Try every style there is. Don't have a likeness. Don't like. Like everything. Because when you like, you're going to dislike.
Mm,
So So everything out there, you just work with it. And when you practice everything out there, then you'll become better. And you got to stay on your craft, stay on your craft, stay on your craft, stay on your craft, stay on your craft. Exercise, exercise, stay on your craft. Sing, DJ, rap, try everything. And when you do all of that stuff, it's going to develop to something beautiful that you're going to love. I guess the internet is acting up a little bit, but soon come back. earGROUND, Zimbabwe. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You just have to wait until the internet. They're having some technical difficulties in Zimbabwe right now. So we just have to wait. Yes, bro. I mean, no, man. So in the meantime, you were speaking about reggae music and mentoring and legacies wealth. Speaking about all of that. As you know, my name is Papa Michigan and I've been in the business. I mean, from 1978. That's officially that's my very first song. I mean, I've been in the business a few years practicing before I made my very first song, which is Rubber Dub Style, which went straight up in the charts. Then Nice Up the Dance and everything follow after. I don't mind sharing, uh, mentoring, teaching everybody what about the business because I mean the business is simple, but it's the discipline that you have to have. And without the discipline, you're not gonna make it in music. Because music is a discipline just like anything else. You have to exercise in every aspect. Exercise your brain, your body, exercise your vocal cords, and writing. You have to be writing. So if you're not writing, how are you gonna learn new stuff? And you have to practice a particular way of writing that is different from everybody else. You have to be yourself. Don't be somebody else. Write for yourself. Don't write other people's stuff. And this is how I make it. I remember when I wrote Diseases and I went to the studio and we went inside and sing the song. Came outside, and this guy said, Michigan, the song is not going to win too much big words. But you see, that's his thought. But these are my gift, and these are my thoughts, and this is my original composition that I compose. So I know within myself, say, we just have to put it out. If we don't put it out, we don't know where the world I think. So we just definitely put it out. So be original. Don't worry about what people have to say, because people will always chat. Some of them chat pure foolishness. And then they are about, chat all kind of foolishness and tell you all kind of things that the sky will fall. Don't follow them. Just make your song, and don't make people hear your song too. And your ideas, just keep it to yourself and voice your song, and don't make them know. Because sometimes when you let them hear your stuff, then fight it down. Fight down your songs. So don't make people know what you do in our music. Just do your stuff, keep it private, and you'll make it. Can me make it that way there? So I make it. There's many great artists that come out of Jamaica and them don't reach nowhere. When they come to the studio, when you hear the gift for them have, and you say, all right, are you ready to go and voice them have so much stipulations, them want this, them want that, them want this, and them end up not doing any songs, and they are great. Because you can hear the gift. It's like our next footballer can't say a footballer, no, say John, no. He's a good footballer, that. By the way, control the ball. Any coach know that. But sometimes we make the better of us, or the worst of us get to us. You understand me? Right now, Zimbabwe television, they asked me to come on to talk to them about reggae music, and I oblige. I'm glad that midday I have to do it for them. They're having some technical difficulties. I don't know if I'm still live on the air, but if I'm still live, just talk for a few more minutes before I come off, Monday gone, we just played the entertainers match in Atlanta, Georgia, and the Jamaica team win. This is, sorry about that, this is the trophy, in case somebody don't know. So we won the trophy. It was fun. Big up everybody who play. Big up the promoters. Big up all of the people that come out to the match in Atlanta. We're glad y'all come out. It means a lot. It means a lot to us as entertainers. And we hope next year we can have it. I'll go back to Jamaica pretty soon. Go join in with Wagwan again. A lot of artists are still in the United States of America. All up away. But when people come in, they don't want us run out at the same time. So we're there. So I want to thank you all for tuning in, and much love to everybody. Papa Michigan is the name. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and everywhere. And to all of my fans them all over who there watch the thing, thank you very much for tuning in. Much love to the item. Much love to the people in Zimbabwe. As you can see, the other day I was speaking to the same guy. He was in another station in South Africa. And same problem. Internet, blackout, all of that. But it's just the way of the world, So, it's just life. All right, my people. Much love to the item. And let me see now. There's some questions here. Some people ask. Reply to Fire Roots. You will get him and many more from our camp. Just inbox that. Okay. We have that. Some more questions. Can't answer all of them, 1 and 2. Let me see what's going on here. Okay. Man said, brilliant. It's like I'm in a workshop. Yeah, man. So if I go, it's a workshop. It's just a workshop. Yeah, man. It's music. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's Papa Michigan. Big respect. Much love to the item. All right. Take care. Have a very safe and happy day, and just keep to yourself. Much love. All right? Bless up.